You must be before you become. Whatever you want to achieve in life, whether that's a shredded physique, whether that's starting a business, moving to a different state, getting that girl, the very first step is to become it. And I know that might not make sense right now, but don't worry, I'm going to explain it all to you. I used to be fat. I used to live at home with my parents, making $500 a week, jerking off to porn, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. I had no purpose, no goals. I had horrible self-talk. I didn't like myself, and I masked all of this with this massive ego like I was the man, but deep down, I hated the person I was, and I thought I was meant for failure in life. I genuinely thought I was built for failure. Today, I moved to Florida. I started a business. I quit my job. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment in Florida. I'm shredded, and I help people become the best version of themselves. Now, what I'm going to do is explain to you how I got here and how you can apply the same principles I used to get where I am today for you to achieve anything you want to achieve in life. Now, you might be asking, why is this guy with his titties on the camera wearing a fucking sunglasses about to tell me what to do? I'm not going to tell you what to do at all. I'm not going to tell you what to do at all, I promise. I'm going to tell you what I did and what worked for me. I'm going to tell you what's worked for my clients. You could take it or you could leave it. It's up to you. But the shit works. So strap your fucking seatbelt on, take out your notepad, and get ready. There's certain goals you have in life. Now, they're not clear right now. They're vague. You want to be in shape. You want to have money. You want to have nice things. You want to have a hot girl. But the problem is these goals that you have aren't clear enough for you to ever have them. Because anything you create in the physical realm, in the real world, has to first be created in your mind. Think of anything you see right now. Look at the walls in the room you're in. That building was first an idea in somebody's mind, and then it was put onto a blueprint, and then somebody built it. They didn't just grab a bunch of materials and say, fuck it, we're going to try and build this house. It's not how it worked. It was premeditated down to the every specific measurement and detail. Anything that's beautifully created worked the same way. Look at guys like Thomas Edison, who created the fucking light bulb. There was no such thing as light before him. People thought he was out of his damn mind. He failed 10,000 times before creating the light bulb, but he created light. Look at the Warner Brothers. They were working in a bicycle shop, but they created an airplane. There was never a piece of metal that had flown in the sky before them. Any creation begins in your mind first, but you can't create something in the physical realm until you create it in the spiritual realm and in your mind. Now, if you have goals like I just outlined, I want to be in shape, I want to have a hot girl, I want to have a business, I want to have money, that doesn't work. Because I used to think the same way, but if you asked me to describe it in detail, I couldn't do that. And as a result, I never got closer to that goal. So the first step is getting more specific and clear on what you want to achieve. So instead of saying I want to get in shape, get specific. I want to be 180 pounds, I want to have bicep veins, I want to have a six-pack, I want to have big legs, I want to have a nice chest. Get very specific down to the detail to the point where you could actually see it in your mind. You want to have a hot girl? Okay, what are the traits you want her to have? How do you want her to speak to you? How do you want the dynamic of the relationship to be? How big do you want her ass to be? What do you want her bra size to be? Get fucking specific. What kind of business do you want to start? Just starting a business doesn't make any sense. Do you want to go to e-commerce? Do you want to be coach? Do you want to do real estate? What is it you want to do specifically, and to what extent do you want to do it? Because once you understand where you want to be and what you want to create, now you can finally enter the game of being. But until that point, you're just coasting in neutral and you're never going to get anywhere. That's where I spent the majority of my life, in neutral, on autopilot. But my autopilot, my default setting, was being a loser. And I wasn't able to move forward until I got clear. So get clear now. Pause this video. Take fucking an hour. Think about all the things you want from life and write all that shit down. Get clear on that stuff, man. Once you're able to do that, you have to start envisioning yourself already having those things and what that would look like and how that would feel. So start to think about yourself shredded. Waking up in the morning, you go to take a shower, you look at yourself, you've fucking six-pack, muscles. You just look like a sex symbol. How would that make you feel? How would you feel looking in the mirror and seeing that man looking back at you? How would you feel going to the beach, taking your shirt off? How would you feel going to approach that girl once you have that physique? How would you feel walking into a business meeting, having your shoulders popping out of your suit? You think you'd get more respect? Think about those feelings and start to feel them now. Envision yourself as that person and feel the feelings now. Same thing with having the girl. Feeling the love, feeling the relationship. How does that feel? Really delve into it. Get creative. Go into your daydreaming mind that you used to have when you were in kindergarten class, doodling on your paper when your teacher was teaching you lessons. Because that creative power in your mind, your ability to create in your mind and feel in your mind before you have things, is how you can have anything you want. That's how I've got you on this video. I envisioned myself making this video and you showing up. And here you are. So listen the fuck up. This shit works, okay? Now, once you have a clear vision of where you want to go, and you can start imagining yourself having these things, this needs to become a daily habit. Every single day, you need to imagine yourself doing it. Now, people often talk about, what's the fucking word? Oh yeah, affirmations. People talk about affirmations. People talk about journaling. People talk about meditation. There's many different vehicles to derive this result, but let me explain why you need this result in the first place. We're going to go deep here. You have to see it and feel it in your mind before you can become it. And the reason for that is because your subconscious mind, meaning the way your brain operates without you thinking, is what's going to dictate your reality. The reason you're stuck right now, the reason your life sucks, is because of your habits. Your habits are a result of the way your subconscious mind operates to this day. What dictates what your subconscious mind does and operates is the thoughts you actively think of. If you can't see the vision of yourself becoming somebody, you're going to have bad negative self-talk. That negative self-talk is going to go from your thought process into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the hidden key to have everything you want. You need it working for you and not against you. And right now it's working against you because everything you think gets programmed in there. Even if it's just a quick thought, your subconscious mind forgets nothing and it can only take orders. It can only receive information. So when you think something, that goes directly into your subconscious mind accepts it as truth, and then your habits are formed as a result. If you tell yourself that you're genetically cursed and you can't get in shape, your subconscious mind is going to hear that, affirm it, and when you show up in the gym, it's not going to allow you to hit that workout at 100% capacity. It's not going to allow you to stay consistent on your meals because subconsciously you don't even believe it's possible for you to get in great shape. So therefore your habits are going to align with somebody who doesn't think it's possible. When you look at the people who have everything you want from life, the only difference between them and you is that they actually believe that they can have it. That's it. Simply the belief, the desire to have it, and the persistence to keep going no matter what. So the very first thing is becoming aware. Become aware of this. That is step number one. Once you develop awareness, your whole world is going to change. Because you have to understand, your thoughts create an emotion. The emotion, the way you feel, leads to you taking an action. That action leads to your results, and then your results lead to your reinforced way of thinking. Let me break this down for you. If you have a thought, I can't get jacked because of my genetics, that's going to lead to you feeling like shit and not being able to feel confident or commit. That shitty emotion you're feeling is going to lead you to taking a shitty action. You're going to half-ass in the gym. You're going to eat too many cheat meals. You're not going to be consistent. That shitty action is going to get you a shitty result. And then you're going to look at that shitty result and say, see, I knew I couldn't get jacked. And that's going to reinforce this cycle. And that's why you're staying stuck in whatever facet you're in, whatever you want to achieve. You're not making progress because of that reason. Now, if you were to change the way you think, you could change everything. And this is where being to become comes into play. Now that you understand who you want to become, and you could see it in specific detail, and you could feel the feelings of living it, you need to be it. If you want to get more shredded, let's say you want to get a six-pack, you want bicep veins, you want to lose 15 pounds. You need to feel the feelings of having that result now and start thinking like the man who has that result. And life is just that simple. For example, right now, you don't believe you can because of your genetics. This is just an example. So when you wake up tired, instead of, you're going to skip the gym. When you wake up, you feel tired, you're going to say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm not going to go to the gym today. You're going to skip it. And as a result, you're not going to get results. The reason you skip the gym is because you have the belief you can't get shredded anyways because of your genetics. Whereas if you were to today, right now, start thinking like the version of you who is shredded, you would wake up tired and you would say, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym anyways because it requires discipline to get shredded. You cannot say, I will have discipline once I get a six-pack. That's not how it works. You need to be for you to get. Think of it like this. Actors. When an actor is cast for a big role in a movie, he will often play the role of that actor in real life for weeks to months before the actual movie performance. Think of the Batman Dark Knight, the Joker, Heath Ledger. He had an ultimate performance, right? One of the best performances from any actor of all time. Heath Ledger was pretending to be the Joker, locked himself in a hotel room for months before he ever even stood in front of a camera. He got into the mindset and developed the habits of a sicko, crazy Joker. So when the time came and the cameras rolled, he fucking killed it. Because he's been the Joker for way before he was ever the Joker. That's why he did such a great job in that movie role. Do you think if Heath Ledger showed up for the first day on set and for the first time tried to act like the Joker, he would have had that good of a performance? No, the movie would have flopped. But it's the same thing with your fitness goals. If you're 200 pounds now and you want to be 180 pounds, shredded with six-pack and bicep veins, you need to be the actor acting like the best version of yourself. You need to, let me repeat that. You need to be an actor every single day in your life, acting like the version of yourself who you want to become. You got me stuttering on my words now. Think of the man you want to become. And whenever you are faced with any situation, negative, positive, I don't care what the fuck it is, you need to run all your thoughts through a filter. You need to have awareness that your thoughts matter and then run them through a filter. What would the version of myself, who I want to become, do in this scenario? And simply do that. Let's say it's late night. It's 11 p.m. and you have cravings. You're craving something to eat, but you're already maxed out your macros and you're trying to get shredded. What should you do? What should you do? You should go the fuck to sleep and not snack on bullshit late night, right? Because that's not going to serve the goals. The goals in which you've outlined and you have such specifically written out, you know exactly what you need to do to get there because they're so specific. So what do? You think to yourself, what would shredded version of me do in this scenario? And then do that. The answer is don't eat the fucking candy at 12 in the morning. But it's like that with anything you want. Let's say you want to start a business. Think of the guy who already owns the business and is making a bunch of money doing the business. Do you think he was scared to take the risk of starting a business? No. So should you be scared to take the risk of starting a business? No. If you continue to think the way you've been thinking to this point, you're going to continue to get the results you've been getting to this point. You need to be before you become. Let me ask you a question when it comes to the girl you want. How can you be before you become with the girl? I'm going to tell you. Think about you right now. You're not confident to go up to a woman and just approach her and start talking to her. And if you do, you're probably stuttering on your words, nervous, your fucking body language, your posture is all jacked up. You look like a sicko. You're never going to bag the girl you want like that because you've attached too much importance to it. You're overthinking. Whereas the version of you who has the girl, he already has her, so why is he worried to talk to her? He already has her, so why does he give a fuck what he says? She's already his. So should you approach the girl as you now are the version of you who already has the girl? Do you think you'll be less nervous or more nervous if you already have her in the bag? You'd be less nervous. And guess what? Your approach would go way smoother and you'd be with her. It's as simple as that. Don't overthink this concept. You don't need to watch a million videos on this. Just start applying it now. And the thing is, you're not going to see results just like this. It takes time. But the key is staying consistent with it. And let me explain something to you. Even if you don't see results right away, this is what's going to keep you going. Number one, the shit works. You're here, aren't you? But number two, what's the alternative? You go back to thinking the way you think now? Don't you understand your life is shit? And maybe you think it's not shit. Maybe you're comfortable. But you have big goals, bro. You have so much potential. Are you seriously going to sit here and just accept what you currently have? No, you're going to go for what the fuck you want. So being that you have such big goals, such big aspirations, and so much potential, you living in comfort means your life is shit because you're meant for so much more. So what's the alternative? Right now, you get to make the decision to be free from here on out. Right now, you get to live the life you want to live immediately. This doesn't take months or weeks to come to real life. I'm not even going to say the word. I know what you think I'm going to say. I'm not even going to say it because I think it's fucking stupid. It's just life. This is the way the laws work of the life, okay? This is it. It's very, 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 very simple. Stop overthinking it. Right now, you get to become the person you've always wanted to become. Start thinking, acting, walking, talking like him right now. And here's the beautiful part. Remember I said it before, you have to try and feel the emotions. Whatever you need to do to feel those emotions, you do it. I don't care if that's you meditating and picturing yourself in the shoes you want to be in. I don't care if that's you writing in your journal everything that you want. I don't care if that's you saying affirmations in the mirror. I don't care what it is. Get yourself into a state where you can feel it. Because guess what? Remember how I mentioned your subconscious mind dictates literally everything? When your subconscious mind feels something, it cannot determine whether you're feeling that now, in the future, or in the past. So if you can get yourself so emotionally attached to the person you want to become to the point where you can feel what it would feel like to have everything you want now, your subconscious mind is going to think you already have it and then align your habits with the version of yourself who does already have it. The laws of the universe, your subconscious mind, it's all going to start to align and work for you instead of working against you. The reason you've been stuck is because this whole time it's been working against you. If you want to get shredded, then just be shredded. Just be shredded. It's not that simple, please. I know you're thinking, Devin, this can't be that simple. Brother, it is. It is that simple. The key is just you have to keep doing it. And eventually it's going to become second nature and your whole life's going to change. It's that easy. So take a deep breath. Chill out. Stop worrying about everything. You're attaching too much importance to everything you want from life, and that's why you're never going to have it. It's running away from you. It's like, you ever seen a dog get loose and you try and chase after it to get it? The dog thinks it's a fucking game. It keeps running away from you. But guess what? If you stop chasing the dog and you put a treat in your pocket, dog's going to get curious why you're not chasing it. Dog's going to come up to you and sniff the treat. Next thing you know, you got the dog. Same thing with a girl. If you're constantly texting her and double texting her, she's going to get repulsed by you. But the second you pull back and you don't care whether she answers or not, you don't even care, she'll want you even more. But the world and your goals work the exact same way. So just focus on what you want. Think about it every day. Don't worry about the how you're going to get there, because the path illuminates as you walk it. As long as you can see the goal, the inner workings between you and the goal don't matter. The universe is going to lay it all out for you. It's just going to lay it all out for you. It's beautiful. It's like a car driving on a dark road in the middle of the night. The headlights can only go 200 feet forward. But you can drive from New York to Mexico in that scenario. All you need to see is the next 200 feet in front of you and you're fine. As long as you know the destination, you'll be fine. Everything will illuminate and work out for you, I promise. Did for me, did for my clients. It's that simple. So detach importance. You can chill. You can chill. You're trying to strangle your goals right now and they're running away from you. Just relax. It's all coming to you. You're going to have everything you want. Just focus on the goal. Get clear. Every day, you should be able to feel your feet hitting the ground in your new penthouse. You should be able to grip the steering wheel of your new car. You should be able to look in the mirror and see your shredded body. The more you focus on simply thinking about the goal, the quicker things are going to come. Stop worrying about the how. The how doesn't matter. Just focus on the goal. Second you get clear and specific on your goals, the path is going to illuminate for you and everything's going to happen so fast you're going to be in shock. You're going to be in shock how quickly your life changes. And I believe that truly and wholly. And I'm rooting for you strongly. I felt good. I'm glad I was able to help you, brother. Stay strong, stay consistent. It's all gonna work out. Deep breaths. Chill out. You got this.